Well, good morning. It is the 4th of November 2021, and welcome to another daily devotional. This morning, in my time with Jesus, I was in Hebrews chapter 1. This is what it says in the first three verses. Long ago, at many times and many ways, God spoke to our fathers by the prophets. But in these last days, he has spoken to us by his Son, whom he appointed the heir of all things, through whom he also created the world. He is the radiance of the glory of God and the exact imprint of his nature, and he upholds the universe by the word of his power. After making purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high. The writer of the Hebrews, he's writing to a Jewish audience, and he's saying to them, listen, in days gone past, in the Old Testament, God spoke in many ways to many people. He spoke to Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Moses and Gideon and all these kind of guys. All these guys received from the Lord, and some of them even met with angels. But in these last days, he has spoken to us through his Son, Jesus Christ. And here's the deal. Rather than going through an intermediary, he has come to us directly. And in verse 2, he says, listen, in these last days he spoke to us by his Son, whom he appointed heir to all things. So at the end, Jesus is getting it all. But not only did he appoint him heir of all things, but also through whom he created all things. He is the beginning and he's the end. He is the Alpha and he's the Omega. And just in case you're in any doubt about who Jesus is, who his real identity is, or what his real identity is, he says this in verse 3. He, Jesus, is the radiance of the glory of God. God's divine nature emanating and taking on human flesh. He is the radiance of the glory of God, the exact imprint of his nature, of his essence, of his being. And he upholds the universe by the word of his power. You see, this Jesus, he isn't like Moses. He isn't like Abraham. He is the exact imprint of the radiance and the glory of God, the very nature of God in humanity, in flesh. And he dwelt amongst us. And not only that, but the entire universe is sustained through the word of his power. And what did he do? Well, it tells us in the next sentence. It says, after making purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high. He's the exact image of God, and he purified us from our sins. And where is he now? He's at the right hand of the Father. And what's he doing there? He's making intercession for us. Folks, I want to tell you this morning that the Jesus who we worship, he isn't just a baby in a manger. He isn't just a man on a cross. He isn't just a guy performing miracles. He is the exact imprint of the nature of God. And by his word, the entire universe comes together. And he wants to meet with you and with me and purify us from all our sins. And right now, he is at the right hand of the Father, praying for us. Folks, if that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. But I hope you have a great day.